Psalm 27:1. The Lord is my light and my salvation. Whom shall I fear? The Lord is the strength of my life. Of whom shall I be afraid? Good day, everybody. I am off to tutor yet again. We're going to be doing it over here in Maitland. First, getting some food, and I have to run a couple of errands, so I left a little bit early. Hopefully, early enough. I go to the credit union and Bank of America. So, they're kind of close to where I'm going. So I'm going to go credit union, then lunch, then Bank of America, which is slightly past the library, and then backtrack again. Hopefully, I have time for everything. Made it. It's 3:27, 3 minutes to spare. 4 minutes to spare, really, when I got here, but so made it in time, got everything I needed to get done. Thank goodness. Okay, so now my seatbelt's tangled up. There we go. So yeah, let's go in. I'm gonna go in and do this, and I'll see you guys after. Hey guys, just got done with the tutoring. And I have a bag around my neck. Ugh. I put that on weird today. It's getting cool outside. It's 68 degrees. Not too cold, I guess, but pulling up the borderline, the jacket, which is why it's right here on my seat. Sorry. Keeping you guys around, so I decided to make fun out of myself doing that. So yeah, just got done tutoring. I'll be going back down to Orlando tomorrow for the tutoring. It's 5:45. Heading home. Hey, I'm home, and I'm going over for dinner. That's what I'm doing. I wish I had a more exciting life. I don't really, though. See ya. What you are seeing on your screen is apparently an episode of Power Rangers that just took place. Down on the bottom here you have the current team of Power Rangers. I was watching a video and someone was reviewing this show, the finale of this particular season. Power Rangers, and apparently they've been having the ability to go back and somehow use the powers of all the other Power Rangers. And so I'm just sitting here looking at this picture because I watched Power Rangers for quite a while, from Mighty Morphin right over here through Zeo, Turbo, In Space, then they went to Lost Galaxy, which is right here. Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force. The order's starting to get jumbled in my mind. You've got the Alien Rangers that were around a little bit before that. You've got Dino Thunder, Ninja Storm, and I think that's where I stopped watching. And what's this over here? Oh, and Wild Force. And then there's a few others in here that I recognize just because I've not kept myself under a rock when it comes to Power Rangers, but I didn't watch those seasons. So you've got Mystic Force. One of these is SPD. I think that's SPD. That might be RPM. And Jungle Fury, I believe. And that's just because I was watching this little video clip and they were saying a lot of them. But I just thought that was interesting that they actually brought like all of the previous Power Rangers back for this. And they even have some of them come up. They all come up and a few of them take their helmets off, and you actually have cast members. Like probably the quintessential Power Ranger of all time The original Green Ranger right there under my finger, played Tommy, played by Jason David Frank. He's played roles in as the Green Ranger in this season, the Red Ranger in this season, and the Red Ranger in this season, and the Black Ranger in this season. They bring him back to his original role. And so I was going through this list, and I know a lot of you don't care, but I'm sharing what I was just doing, so that's why you do care. And so I'm going through it, and I'm like, a few of these roles doubled up. Because, like, he's there, but he's not there as the Black Ranger. He's not there as the Red Ranger, and he's not there as the Red Ranger. They've removed him, so they've gone out of their way to make sure there are not too many Tommies. But you have a couple of roles, like here, like the Pink Ranger is the same in these two seasons. Half of this one. Half of this one, for example, I'm using the Pink Ranger as an example, although it's true of Pink, Yellow, and Green, and the Red Ranger, is these Zeo Rangers became these Turbo Rangers. And then they gave off their power, handed off their powers, with the exception of the Blue Rangers. They handed off their powers to new people, and those new people then became the In-Space Rangers. But again, with the exception of the Blue Ranger, and the Red Ranger becomes the Blue Ranger here. And they show a close-up of the Turbo Rangers, but if you see right here, the Blue Ranger in space is here, and he's one of the ones that takes his helmet off, and so that's definitely him there. But the other, there are only ever two Red Turbo Rangers, that guy and Tommy. And so there's none here, but they show another shot where they do show the Red Ranger. Alright, that's my Power Ranger ramble. I just found that interesting. And I played the little clip. I heard about it, so I heard this episode was on. I didn't really want to watch the whole episode necessarily, because I heard it was like the final battle. And so I looked on YouTube, and boom, it pops up a 3-minute clip that has basically the entirety of the freak out moment for all the huge Power Ranger fans that have been fans for years. And like I said, I stopped after quite a while. I went quite a ways before I finally said, all right, I'm done with this. It doesn't have that place in my heart that Ninja Turtles does, where I'm just going to keep watching it no matter what. Right, Donnie? And collect the toys. They're action figures or whatever. But I thought it was interesting when I heard about that. Just go back and look and reminisce and have that little bit of nostalgia and kid out a little bit, and also be confused by a few inconsistencies. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to see if there's any inconsistencies. Why are they there? What possible reasons could they have had to overlook that? Or really should they have not overlooked that? And so I find it interesting that they show the other groups of Power Rangers that had Tommy with them, and they're there without their Tommy, including Mighty Morphin. There was no Tommy Green Ranger there either. They were just the main group. And then in this shot, you see Tommy as the Green Ranger. And then the Turbo Red Ranger is missing, because he should be, because of that reason I just gave. Because he takes his helmet off, and you see him, so he shouldn't be in both spots. But the pink, the blue In-Space Ranger is the Red Turbo Ranger. But the pink In-Space Ranger is the pink Turbo Ranger. So there can't be the pink Turbo Ranger and the pink In-Space Ranger and the pink Zeo Ranger. It's impossible, unless the person cloned themselves or they handed off their powers to someone else. But that's me being a big giant Power Rangers nerd. Even though I'm not anymore, it's all up here. And I just thought I'd have fun with that. Alright, sorry about all that. Power Rangers nostalgia that I just shared with you, and you didn't care. You probably said, oh great, and you turned it off. No, you probably didn't turn it off. You probably did hear me out and listen to it, but you're just like rolling your eyes saying, why did I have to share that? Well, I really don't know. But I didn't really do much else today, so I figured I'd fill the vlog with something. Sorry. It's sleeping time. Yeah, it's morphin time. It's sleeping. Yeah. Huh. But it is time to end the vlog here. So, for Donnie, Abe, and George, and me, good night, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.